I'm Brandon Jacoby, and today we're going to do a review between our Jacoby V4 and what sets it apart from its competition. We're doing a review of our version 4 shaft in comparison with some other shafts that are on the market. This is for informational purposes only. It's not to say that our shaft is better than any other shaft in the market, but it's to show you what the differences are, and you can make the decisions from these other. Also, I only have a sample size of 5 shafts here. Obviously, there's thousands of different shafts in the market. I'm only sampling it to these to point out just a few features of our V4. All right, so one thing that you're going to notice about our shaft compared to most other shafts is the taper. So the taper is the most important design element of the shaft. It spends all of its time gliding through your fingers. So you want a shaft that has a nice, comfortable taper, because when you're stretched out on the table reaching for a shot, or you're off the rail over a ball, it's going to feel very similar on every stroke. Where you can compare here, you can see the shaft is significantly thicker through this throat area, where ours has a very long taper to it. Our shafts are not coated, so there's 3 examples of shafts that have some type of coating on them. You can see kind of a significant color difference between our shaft and their shafts. In my opinion, the shafts glide significantly smoother without any coating. When the carbon shafts can be coated, if you scratch this, chip that paint, it will create a problem that is not repairable, where on our shafts, this is just polished carbon. The way we polish these shafts is only in this motion, so all of the sand scratches of this shaft are in this linear direction, so it is the smoothest feel when it glides through your fingers. The other thing that's different about this shaft is the way that it's weighted and its placement of its weight. So we use a very soft, flexible material in the center to add our weight. So if you take so here's a pocket chalker and with the magnet, and if I run this down, you can see there's no spot where this magnet sits, where if I hit this one, you can see right here is where that weight is, or I can see right here, that's where that weight is. So you want the weight in the center of the shaft, because when you're bridging off of a rail or over a ball where you're elevating real tall, that extra weight a little more forward helps to keep the shaft on your bridge hand. It also, because this is soft and flexible right here, when you shoot shots and this shaft bends, it actually doesn't have a rigid or fixed point. So you'll see on all these shafts, this one here, I can feel that the magnet is here in the middle. This one here, I can feel that it's in the middle. This one here, it's up at the joint end. This one here is up at the joint end. Here's another example, and this one here I can't feel anywhere where this weight grabs. So weight placement is a consideration. The things you want to consider in purchasing a shaft, whether or not you consider our shaft or someone else's shaft, it really is the smoothness, the taper, how comfortable it's going to feel in your hands, and I feel that our V4 does all of those things.